Hello everyone. Today's meditation is all about letting go so that you can move on and soar to new heights. Thank you for joining me. I'm Chris McCleary, and like always we're going to get started, but today's background is the clouds because we want to soar. So go ahead and get into a comfortable position. This can be lying down, sitting down. You can even pause it while you get ready. But we're going to focus on the breathing today as our kind of our winding down strategy. And as you focus on your breathing, notice how things just kind of change without trying to change them. Maybe you were breathing fast, or maybe you realize you were barely breathing at all, and now you're taking bigger gulps. There's no right or wrong right now in terms of breathing. There's no way that you need to be breathing. But just notice that when there is breathing, there's life. This is life. And life feels light. Life feels refreshing. The breathing on the inhale could feel a little colder than the air coming out on the exhale. Just notice that phenomenon happening. Notice how it starts to just be effortless. How the breathing just happens naturally, and you don't even have to control it. In fact, it's so effortless that our mind tends to just go off and wander into Never Never Land as the body starts to relax. But I want you to keep focused on the breathing, because the breathing is a phenomenal way to notice just how light we are naturally, and how the breathing annotates, it denotes how easy it is to just be here. So be here in the breathing, but notice that it's not effortless. There is an element of effort that you have to exert, as small as it might be, maybe more on other days. If you try this again tomorrow, the level of effort might be more or less than today. But there's an element of effort that it takes to keep your attention on your breathing. Spend some time assessing the effort that it takes to keep your mind from drifting away, to keep it on your breathing. For some of you, it's excruciating, it's very difficult. For others, it may just be very easy. And neither one is good. Neither one is bad, because I want you to notice how appropriate this is to our old life. The garbage from the past, the regrets, the missed opportunities, the ego desires that are still attached to the past even though we can't change it. How effortful, or how much effort we put into keeping all these negative things in our energy field and in our mental thought patterns, and how they stay there and how heavy they become. No longer are we so light anymore. I want you to imagine that you're in a hot air balloon and you're up in the air, but not so high. And you notice that there are bags, like sandbags, filled up. I want you to start labeling those sandbags. What are they? What do they represent? Maybe they might be old projects. They might be old relationships. They might be an old job. They might be all your missed opportunities, your should haves. I should have done this. I should have done that. Maybe for some of you, these are the voices from your parents instilling negative beliefs about yourself, or that you'll never become anything. Or maybe these are voices from yourself, from your own past. Feeling worthless, feeling not good enough, not accepted. Name your sandbags and fill them up with all the weight that we just felt earlier with the effort. The more effort that it takes to hold on to them, the heavier these sandbags are. And feel how heavy. Pick them up one by one. Feel how heavy they are. Some of them much heavier than others. I want you to label the sandbags that are no longer serving you and that you would like to eliminate from your energy field, from your hot air balloon, so that you can soar higher. And I want you to get some sort of cutting object, some sort of knife or axe, and I want you to cut the ropes. Cut the ropes to those sandbags that no longer serve you. And watch them fall to the ground. And as they fall, feel how light this new sensation is. Feel how light this hot air balloon is as you soar to new heights. For those of you who would like to keep meditating on this hot air balloon and soaring to even new heights, even in this meditation, simply press pause now. But we're going to move on to the co-mind report, and I'm going to show you how I derived the importance for this particular meditation. And I'm going to bring you out of the cloudscape, and you can count yourself out of your meditation for those of you who are still with me. And today's run, today's information, today's co-mind report, remember we're looking for the biggest influence that's affecting the way that we think, feel, and behave. There's all sorts of astrology happening. Well, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, we are going to begin with numerology. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I want to just point out there's a potential to get a lot done today, but things will easily come crashing down around you the minute that the overall harmony is disturbed. So there is that energy to get stuff done, and we'll show that here in the astrology. The easiest one to annotate is Capricorn Moon. And I'll get my cursor So there's lots happening up here in Capricorn. Some of these retrogrades, Pluto retrograde, Saturn retrograde, and that's all in Capricorn. If you notice that the moon is transiting through this conjunct with Pluto on its way to Aquarius, for eventually tomorrow is going to be this blood moon eclipse. Okay, so as it's passing Pluto, we are looking at old, ending old things, endings and new beginnings. It's not just one or the other, it's both. It's a breakdown, breakthrough, and the moon transits that in Capricorn, so we're looking at the practical side of life, the things that we normally, the mundane tasks, if you will. Okay, so these old projects, old ways of doing things are falling away as it passes this Pluto energy, not to mention the eclipse. These are notorious for new changes in life. New implies that the old does die, the old is destroyed, so that something new is in its place. Now we check the funny DreamBot run today. Boy, there's a lot going on here. DreamBot is the collective dreams. These are what everyone's dreaming about. Well, this is the different part here. I'm going to look at the green linguistics arrows. Sometimes our linguistics predicts some important headlines. Fucking Trump charged. Wow. And again, we are not a political generating opinion mill. We don't have any opinions one way or the other. It's just these linguistics are what they are. People are dreaming about Trump being charged for something. Avenue, if you go to the DreamBot run at National Dream Center, just look at the more explanations of what Avenue and how Avenue comes into this. Well, I'm going to get started on the co-mind report. What the linguistics that I talked about wasn't really co-mind. In particular, is more of the DreamBot run. So you can go to the nationaldreamcenter.com and look at more of that. But back to the co-mind report, we've got the red arrows, and these are all having to do with flying, the Phoenix, airplanes, emerging, even rain. It's not really flying, but rain's coming from the sky. By the way, what is up in the sky, or air signs in astrology, is Aquarius. In my opinion, this really has to do a lot with tomorrow's eclipse, but nonetheless, it does have quite a bit to do with today's astrology. Bird, direction, these are in dashed arrows because it's not directly, these aren't directly flying, direction and success. But these are having a vision. So in order to soar, in order to create the new life you want, you do have to have a vision, a dream, to have that success and drive. So this is all about emerging and the new. The astrology was generally focused on the old. The meditation that we had was focused on letting go of the old so that you can soar. Okay? If you liked the concepts here, if this added benefit to your life, please subscribe. That's at the YouTube channel. I really appreciate those who are supporting me and supporting me with likes and follows. It's wonderful. And so if you wouldn't mind sharing some more, that would be great. Remember that this meditation is here, and you can listen to it as much as you'd like. We are the National Dream Center, healing the collective psyche, one mind at a time. Have a great day.